Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to kick off our presentation today. We'll be exploring how we can enhance data modeling with the power of AI-powered Copilot in Microsoft Fabric. The title of our session is Enhancing Data Modeling with AI-powered Copilot in Microsoft Fabric, and our subtitle is Transforming Challenges into Opportunities for Accurate, Efficient, and Insightful Data Solutions. Over the next few minutes, we'll look at how this innovative approach can turn data challenges into valuable opportunities. So, let's get started. Let's take a closer look at the challenges we face in data modeling today. These hurdles can really slow down our workflows, and more importantly, they can increase the likelihood of errors creeping into our reports and dashboards. When workflows are disrupted or slowed, it impacts our ability to deliver timely insights. One common misconception is that data cleanup should only happen after importing the data. Many users assume that cleaning can be a quick fix at the end, but in reality, this often leads to a lot of trial and error, which eats up valuable time. Proper data preparation up front can save us a lot of headaches later. Another major challenge we encounter is dealing with complex relationships within data. These relationships can be tangled and difficult to untangle, making it harder to build accurate models. This complexity can be overwhelming, especially when data sources are inconsistent or messy. Speaking of data sources, inconsistencies and messy spreadsheets are typical obstacles. When data comes from multiple sources that don't align perfectly, it complicates the modeling process further. It's frustrating to work through these issues when building models. Finally, many users find the process of building efficient data models in Microsoft Fabric to be quite frustrating and clunky. It can feel like a cumbersome process, which hampers productivity and innovation. Recognizing these challenges is the first step toward finding better solutions, and that's exactly what we aim to address with AI-powered tools like Copilot. In this slide, we're exploring the role of Copilot within Microsoft Fabric. Essentially, Copilot is designed to enhance our data modeling processes using AI-driven assistance. One of its key benefits is helping us build more accurate and insightful data models, which means we can trust the data we work with and derive better conclusions from it. Copilot also plays a crucial role in reducing errors during data modeling. By catching mistakes early and guiding us through complex tasks, it makes the entire process more reliable. It combines automation with user feedback, which not only speeds things up, but also ensures that the models are refined based on our insights and inputs. Think of it as an AI assistant that detects issues proactively and guides us step by step through data preparation, transformation, and visualization. This makes our workflows more efficient and less prone to mistakes. And importantly, Copilot integrates seamlessly with Microsoft Fabric, so it fits naturally into our existing data workflows, helping us work faster and more effectively. Overall, it's about empowering us with smarter tools to make data modeling more accurate, efficient, and insightful. Let's talk about early data scanning with Copilot. The moment you connect a data source, Copilot kicks in and starts scanning your data automatically. This isn't just about checking for obvious issues like empty cells or invalid dates. It goes much deeper, analyzing the structure of your data, checking for column consistency, and understanding data types. This early assessment is really valuable because it helps you spot potential problems before you even begin building your data pipelines. By catching issues early, you save time and avoid costly errors down the line. This proactive approach is a key part of how AI-powered Copilot enhances data modeling in Microsoft Fabric, making the whole process more efficient and reliable. Let's talk about detecting structural data issues and how AI-powered Copilot in Microsoft Fabric can really make a difference. These early warnings are crucial because they help us avoid pipeline failures before they happen. By catching potential problems early, we can ensure that our data aligns with the model's requirements right from the start. One key area is preventing pipeline failures. For example, Copilot can identify when expected fields are missing from an import, which helps us avoid data gaps that could cause errors down the line. It's like having a vigilant assistant who spots issues before they become big problems. Another important point is detecting missing fields, especially when dealing with varying date formats across different columns. Copilot flags these inconsistencies, so we maintain uniformity in our data representation, which is vital for accurate analysis. Lastly, Copilot excels at spotting structural inconsistencies, like mismatched column headers, mixed data types, or missing schema elements. By catching these issues early, we ensure our data structure stays reliable and ready for modeling. All of these capabilities tie back to our goal of building more robust, accurate data models by catching issues early and maintaining data integrity from the start. Let's talk about some actionable recommendations for data cleanup that can really improve our data modeling process. First, I want to highlight the importance of suggesting unified nomming conventions across related tables. Consistent nomming makes it much easier to understand and work with your data, especially as your datasets grow. Next, standardizing date formats before importing data is crucial. It helps prevent errors and ensures your analyses are accurate. Think of it as setting a common language for dates across your systems. Another key point is splitting nested or combined columns into separate fields. This makes your data more granular and easier to analyze. For example, splitting a full address into street, city, and zip code can unlock more detailed insights. Finally, renaming inconsistent headers for clarity is a simple but powerful step. Clear, descriptive headers reduce confusion and make your datasets more intuitive to work with. All of these steps, nomming conventions, date standardization, splitting columns, and clarifying headers, are about making your data cleaner and more manageable, ultimately enabling smarter AI-powered insights in Microsoft Fabric. Now, let's talk about how we can enhance data quality before importing it into our systems. One of the key ways we do this is by leveraging AI-powered Copilot in Microsoft Fabric to improve our data modeling. This proactive approach is crucial because it helps us build more accurate and reliable models from the start. When I say reliable, I mean that by catching issues early, we can ensure our data is trustworthy and ready for analysis. For example, the Copilot helps us detect mismatches like inconsistent IDs or mixed data types, things that can cause big problems down the line. Catching these early guides us to normalize our tables and choose the right formats for data ingestion, which preserves data fidelity and prevents errors before they happen. Another important point is pipeline errors. These are the failures that can occur when data moves through various stages. Disparate data sources often contribute to these errors, and they can be quite costly. About 60% of common failures are due to pipeline issues. The Copilot helps unify and optimize these different sources, reducing the likelihood of errors and making our data pipelines more robust and efficient. So, by focusing on these proactive steps, early mismatch detection and pipeline error reduction, we're setting the stage for more accurate, reliable data models that support better decision-making across the board. Let's talk about data partitioning for performance gains. On this slide, we're focusing on how AI-powered Copilot in Microsoft Fabric can help us improve our data modeling. A key recommendation is breaking sales data by region, which makes our data more manageable and efficient to work with. By focusing on sales data partitioning, we can see real, tangible performance improvements, something that manual methods often struggle to achieve. These optimizations can significantly speed up model refreshes, cut down query times, and reduce the strain on back-end resources. For large datasets, Copilot suggests strategies like partitioning by region instead of loading everything into a single table. This approach is especially valuable when dealing with big data, as it helps us work smarter, not harder. Overall, effective partitioning isn't just about organization. It's about boosting performance and making our data processes more efficient. This aligns perfectly with our goal of leveraging AI to optimize data management in Microsoft Fabric. Let's take a look at how we can visualize the impact of data adjustments. This slide highlights how AI-powered Copilot in Microsoft Fabric helps us better understand the downstream effects before we actually apply any transformations. Instead of just looking at raw data in a grid, Copilot provides visual mock-ups of potential schema changes and quality improvements. This means you can see what the changes might look like and assess their impact visually. It also previews how tweaks to your data can influence model relationships, cardinalities, and overall data quality. This makes it much easier to anticipate the consequences of your data adjustments, ensuring smarter decision-making and smoother data management overall. Let's take a closer look at how AI-powered Copilot in Microsoft Fabric is transforming data modeling. This tool significantly reduces the tedious trial and error that often comes with building models. Instead, it accelerates the process, helping you get to insights faster while also improving the accuracy of your formulas. One of the key benefits is that Copilot can propose tailored aggregations and calculations that align with your specific business logic. This means less guesswork and more precise results, saving you time and reducing errors. Additionally, Copilot provides ready-to-use DAX formulas along with clear explanations. This makes complex formula creation much simpler, especially for those who may not be experts in DAX, and helps you understand the reasoning behind each calculation. And during the actual data transformation, Copilot offers hands-on assistance by suggesting joins and relationships between tables. This guidance ensures your data models are well-structured and ready for analysis. Overall, these features come together to streamline the entire data modeling process, making it more efficient, accurate, and accessible for everyone. Let's talk about how Copilot evolves over time through collaboration and feedback. As you work with it, it learns from your corrections and the feedback you provide. For example, when you adjust formulas or reject suggestions, Copilot asks for some context, so it understands the reasoning behind your choices. It then remembers these nuances, which helps it make better recommendations in the future. This ongoing back and forth creates a true partnership between you and the AI. It means that the suggestions become more aligned with your organization's specific business rules and needs. Ultimately, this process makes the AI smarter and more tailored to your environment, enhancing your data modeling experience through continuous learning and collaboration. Let's talk about how we can further enhance our data modeling with AI-powered assistants in Microsoft Fabric. One of the key benefits is that these optimizations help ensure our dashboards run more smoothly and respond faster, making the user experience much better. With this technology, we gain valuable insights that can help us prevent slowdowns, especially those that often pop up after deployment. It's all about staying ahead of potential issues before they impact users. The AI Copilot also suggests specific actions, like merging queries or resequencing steps, to improve refresh times and boost dashboard responsiveness. This proactive approach means fewer delays and more efficient operations. And on a deeper level, it can identify inefficient query chains and poorly ordered joins that might be causing performance bottlenecks. By catching these issues early, we can streamline our data flows and keep everything running optimally. Overall, this integrated intelligence helps us maintain high performance and reliability in our dashboards, aligning perfectly with our goal of delivering seamless data experiences. Let's talk about how auto-documentation enhances transparency in data modeling. By automatically capturing details, it makes our models more understandable and accessible. This improved transparency helps everyone involved, whether colleagues or auditors, to grasp the reasoning behind the changes we've made. Auto-documentation also reduces the maintenance overhead. Instead of manually updating documentation or trying to track down why a model behaves a certain way, the system does much of that work for us automatically. This saves us time and effort, allowing us to focus on refining our models rather than explaining them. One of the most valuable aspects is that this documentation captures the reasoning behind each change. So, if someone needs to review or understand the logic later, it's all clearly documented. This makes collaboration much smoother and ensures consistency across teams. And with Copilot, as we accept or customize transformation steps, it generates clear, readable logs and metadata right within the model. This means we have a transparent trail of what was done, making it easier to review and understand the process at any point. All in all, these features come together to make our data modeling more transparent, efficient, and easier to maintain. Key themes as we continue to leverage AI in Microsoft Fabric. Now, this slide highlights how our role is evolving from just cleaning and preparing data to actually leveraging that data for strategic insights. With the introduction of AI-powered Copilot in Microsoft Fabric, we're able to shift our focus from the technical, hands-on tasks to more high-level analysis. Instead of wrestling with complex syntax or debugging joins, we can now ask smarter questions, experiment with different segments, and test new KPIs more easily. This means we can spend more time on strategic analysis, understanding what the data truly tells us about our business. And because Copilot handles much of the repetitive, grunt work, things like cleaning and initial modeling, it frees us up to focus on refining our models to maximize their business value. So, in essence, this shift empowers us to be more strategic and impactful in our roles, driving better decisions and insights. Let's talk about how Copilot is really transforming dashboard design by making our reports more relevant and engaging. When we incorporate AI-powered suggestions, it helps us tell a story with our data that truly resonates with our audience. Copilot doesn't just stick to the usual default charts. It recommends formats that actually help us communicate meaningful insights. This means the visuals we choose are more impactful and better suited to the story we want to tell. And what's really powerful is that Copilot analyzes the structure of our data model. By understanding how our data is organized, it can suggest visuals that directly answer real business questions. This targeted approach makes our reports more insightful and actionable. Overall, this means our dashboards become more than just pretty pictures. They become compelling stories that drive better decision-making. Now, let's take a closer look at these visual suggestions and the reasoning behind them. These recommendations are not random. They are supported by explanations about why each visual is well-suited to the underlying data and analysis goals. For example, we have maps highlighting geographic sales performance relative to goals. These maps provide a clear visual of where sales are excelling and where there's room for improvement across different regions. It helps us quickly identify patterns or issues at a glance. Then there are waterfall charts that illustrate profit breakdowns by various cost and revenue factors. Waterfall charts are particularly effective here because they allow us to see how different components contribute to the overall profit, making complex data more understandable. Overall, these visual choices are designed to enhance clarity and insight, helping us better interpret the data and make informed decisions. They exemplify how AI-powered suggestions can elevate our data modeling and storytelling within Microsoft Fabric. Now, let's talk about how Copilot is making a real difference in formatting and accessibility. First, it enhances visual clarity, ensuring that our data visuals are clear and easy to interpret. Small formatting tweaks are applied to improve how the data is presented, making it more understandable at a glance. This also means better visibility across a variety of platforms, so no matter where you're viewing it, the information remains crisp and accessible. Moving on to visual improvements, Copilot helps ensure that all visuals meet accessibility standards. For example, it recommends using high-contrast color palettes, which significantly improve visibility for users with visual impairments. These changes aren't just about aesthetics. They also optimize performance across different devices, ensuring everyone has a consistent experience. When it comes to accessibility standards, Copilot suggests formatting tweaks to boost report readability. For instance, it adjusts axis scales to highlight true trends, making patterns clearer. It also improves data label clarity, so the information is straightforward to understand without confusion. All these enhancements come together to make our reports more readable and accessible. They support our overall goal of delivering data that is not only insightful, but also inclusive, ensuring that everyone can engage with the information effectively. In this case study, we see how discovery through visualization can really make a difference. Here, a user was working on a regional sales model, and they decided to follow Copilot's suggestion to switch from a flat summary to a decomposition tree. This change allowed for a much deeper dive into the data. What was fascinating is that this visualization revealed a hidden anomaly. Even though the overall sales in that region looked normal, there was a spike in a specific sales category that stood out. This kind of insight is critical because it points us to issues that might otherwise go unnoticed in traditional summaries. Thanks to this smart visual, the user was able to identify and correct a sales allocation error. This example really highlights how powerful visual tools are. They can uncover key business issues that might be hidden in plain sight. It's a perfect demonstration of how AI-powered visualization enhances our data modeling and decision-making process. Let's talk about how dashboards really drive informed business decisions and amplify the impact of your data efforts. When dashboards are well-designed, they don't just present numbers. They become powerful tools that help you understand what's happening and guide your next steps. One key aspect is tailoring visuals and formatting. By customizing how data is displayed, dashboards move beyond being static screens. They become conversation starters, helping teams collaborate and make smarter choices faster. And with the AI-powered Copilot in Microsoft Fabric, reports become even more engaging. When Copilot contributes to building these reports, you see higher user engagement because the content is clearer, more relevant, and easier to understand. People are more likely to share these insights, fostering a culture of data-driven decision-making across the organization. So, in essence, effective dashboards do more than show data. They inspire action and facilitate smarter business decisions, especially when enhanced with AI tools like Copilot. Let's take a closer look at the concept of the feedback loop. Essentially, our relationship with Copilot isn't a one-way street. It's a dynamic process where we continuously learn and improve. As we work with Copilot, it helps us refine our data inputs, making the modeling process more accurate and efficient. This ongoing interaction transforms Copilot into a skill-building engine for our teams, helping everyone develop better data modeling instincts over time. It's like having a mentor that grows with us, sharpening our capabilities as we go. At the same time, this process benefits from collaboration. By working together, we achieve better reporting outcomes. The combined effort results in more insightful, reliable reports that support smarter decision-making. So overall, this feedback loop isn't just about improving tools. It's about elevating both the user and the technology, creating a continuous cycle of growth and enhanced performance. Let's talk about concerns that often come up with AI assistants, like the possibility of AI learning incorrect logic or creating brittle workarounds. With Copilot in Microsoft Fabric, these issues are actively addressed through continuous feedback and robust version control. What this means is that Copilot constantly asks for context whenever changes are made, ensuring it understands the full picture. It also records every adjustment, so you have a clear history of what's been done. And if needed, you can easily roll back to a previous version. This approach is all about maintaining the integrity of your business logic and ensuring transparency throughout the process. It helps make AI assistants a trusted partner, something you can rely on confidently, rather than a risk. Ultimately, this design supports a more secure, understandable, and reliable data modeling environment, reinforcing our overall goal of empowering users with intelligent and trustworthy tools. Now, as we come to the conclusion and call to action, I want to emphasize the real power of this technology lies in collaboration. Your feedback is what trains Copilot, and in turn, Copilot's guidance helps elevate your skills. It's a two-way street that continuously improves and benefits your entire data workflow. I encourage you to start integrating Copilot thoughtfully into your Fabric projects today. Doing so unlocks a new level of productivity and insight that can transform your work. Next, think of Copilot as a catalyst for enhancing your entire data ecosystem. Challenge your old routines and use this AI as a partner that you shape with your expertise. Over time, you'll see your reports, dashboards, and decision-making become more precise and impactful. Another key point is tailoring AI to your specific business logic. By actively engaging with Copilot, whether accepting suggestions, refining them, or rejecting them, you help customize the AI to fit your unique needs. This results in smarter, more relevant insights that truly serve your goals. And finally, using Copilot transforms your workflow from reactive troubleshooting to proactive design. It accelerates the creation of cleaner, more accurate data models and sharpens your analytical instincts through continuous feedback. Embracing this partnership means moving beyond busy work and unlocking the full potential of your data.